Did you know that dark chocolate isn't just a sweet treat, but might actually help your heart and brain? Well, that might be hard to believe if you've always thought of chocolate as just candy. But what if I told you that the right kind of chocolate in the right amount could support your health in more ways than one? This rich and slightly bitter snack has some surprising benefits hidden beneath the surface. Research shows that dark chocolate is packed with antioxidants and it may even lower blood pressure. So this isn't just about flavor, it's about function too. What are the exact benefits? Can it really make a difference in your health? Keep watching as we break down the health secrets of dark chocolate. Before we start the video, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? We always love seeing viewers from different parts of the world tuning in. Now, let's get into it. Number 1, dark chocolate is rich in antioxidants. Dark chocolate contains plant compounds called flavonoids and polyphenols. These act as antioxidants in the body. Antioxidants help neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells over time. When these molecules build up, they can lead to inflammation and increase the risk of conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. By supplying a concentrated source of these protective compounds, dark chocolate helps support your body's natural defense systems. The most studied flavonoid in dark chocolate is epicatechin. Epicatechin supports healthy blood vessel function by promoting the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals blood vessels to relax and widen. As a result, blood flows more easily through arteries and veins. Improved circulation brings more oxygen and nutrients to tissues. Over time, this can help reduce blood pressure and lower the risk of blockages. In one clinical trial, adults who consumed high flavanol dark chocolate for 2 weeks saw a drop in systolic blood pressure of about 3 millimeters of mercury, mmHg. Though a few points may seem small, over years those reductions can lower the odds of stroke or heart attack. Another group of key antioxidants in dark chocolate is catechins. These compounds are also found in foods like green tea and berries. Catechins have been linked to reduced inflammation in the body. Inflammation is a natural response to infection or injury, but chronic inflammation can damage healthy tissue. Studies in cells and animals show that catechins help block inflammatory signals. In lab tests, mice given cocoa catechins showed lower levels of inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein. While human research is still growing, these findings suggest that regular intake of catechin-rich foods like dark chocolate may help maintain healthy inflammatory responses. Dark chocolate with higher cocoa content, 70% or more, provides the largest dose of these antioxidants. In contrast, milk chocolate often contains less cocoa and more sugar and fat. That dilutes the concentration of flavonoids and catechins. When buying a bar, look for labels that list cocoa solids, cocoa mass, or cocoa powder as the first ingredient. Avoid bars with high amounts of added sugar or fillers like hydrogenated oils. Minimal processing helps preserve antioxidants. Some manufacturers use non-alkalized or natural cocoa. This type retains more flavonoids than heavily treated versions. Beyond its impact on blood vessels and inflammation, the antioxidant power in dark chocolate may also support skin health. A month-long study had participants eat 20 grams of high flavanol dark chocolate daily. They saw improvements in skin hydration and thickness compared to those who ate a low flavanol bar. The high flavanol group also had better tolerance to ultraviolet light. Those changes likely stem from cocoa flavonoids strengthening tiny blood vessels in the skin and fighting oxidative stress from sun exposure. While dark chocolate cannot replace sunscreen, it can add a minor layer of support for skin resilience. To gain these benefits, moderation is essential. A standard serving of dark chocolate ranges from 20 to 30 grams, or 1 to 2 small squares per day. That amount delivers about 200 calories and the flavonoid dose that studies use without pushing daily calorie or sugar limits. Exceeding this amount regularly may lead to weight gain, which carries its own health risks. If you track calories or blood sugar, include your dark chocolate serving in your meal plan. Pairing it with a source of protein or healthy fat, such as nuts, can slow its absorption and reduce small sugar spikes. Finally, antioxidants in dark chocolate work best when combined with a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Those foods also supply flavonoids, vitamins, and minerals. For example, a meal of steel-cut oats topped with berries, walnuts, and a small square of dark chocolate offers fiber, omega-3 fats, and antioxidants in balance. That mix supports heart, brain, and metabolic health far more than dark chocolate alone. Number 2, dark chocolate supports heart health. Daily intake of dark chocolate in moderation has been linked to lower heart disease risk factors. Flavonoids in cocoa help improve blood vessel function and lower blood pressure. They also work to prevent plaque from building up on artery walls. Plaque buildup narrows arteries, slows blood flow, and raises the risk of heart attack or stroke. By helping arterial walls relax and stay clear, dark chocolate may slow or prevent this process. One mechanism involves boosting nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide relaxes the lining of blood vessels, allowing them to widen. Widened vessels reduce the force of blood pushing against arterial walls, which lowers blood pressure. In a controlled study, adults who ate 40 grams of dark chocolate daily for 15 days experienced an average drop of 2.9 mmHg in systolic pressure and 1.9 mmHg in diastolic pressure. While those changes are modest, even small reductions in blood pressure translate to meaningful declines in cardiovascular risk over time. Dark chocolate also affects cholesterol. Studies show that people who consume cocoa-rich chocolate tend to have higher HDL cholesterol, good cholesterol, and reduced levels of oxidized LDL cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Oxidized LDL more readily sticks to artery walls, so preventing its formation helps guard against plaque. In one trial, participants ate 100 grams of cocoa powder daily for 4 weeks. They saw a 10% rise in HDL and a 7% drop in oxidized LDL. Though 100 grams of cocoa is a lot, smaller servings of chocolate deliver similar benefits if eaten regularly. Another factor is platelet function. Platelets help form clots to stop bleeding, but too much clotting increases the risk of blockages. Research suggests that cocoa flavonoids reduce platelet aggregation, making blood less likely to clot in arteries. In one study, healthy volunteers who drank a high flavonol cocoa drink had 16% less platelet aggregation 2 hours later compared to a low flavonol drink. That effect resembles low-dose aspirin, which is often prescribed to reduce clot risk. However, dark chocolate should not replace medications without medical guidance. When selecting dark chocolate for heart health, choose a bar with at least 70% cocoa solids. Bars labeled non-alkalized or natural typically retain more flavonoids than those processed with alkali. Less processing means higher flavonoid levels. Check labels for minimal added sugar and avoid ingredients like palm oil or artificial flavors. Buying fair trade organic brands can also reduce exposure to pesticides and support sustainable cocoa farming practices. While the heart benefits of dark chocolate are clear, they work best as part of a balanced lifestyle. Pair a daily square of dark chocolate with a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Regular exercise, sufficient sleep, and stress management further enhance cardiovascular health. If you already take medications for blood pressure or cholesterol, talk with your healthcare provider before adjusting your diet. They can help you integrate dark chocolate without disrupting your treatment plan. Snacking on dark chocolate with heart in mind can be both healthy and satisfying. Try melting a square on hot oatmeal, stirring it into plain yogurt, or nibbling it alongside a handful of almonds. Those combinations add fiber, protein, and healthy fats, making the snack more filling and stabilizing blood sugar. Over time, small daily choices like these can add up to better long-term heart health. Number 3, dark chocolate may boost brain function. Dark chocolate's compounds benefit the brain in both the short term and long term. When you eat dark chocolate, epicatechin boosts blood flow to the brain by increasing nitric oxide production. More blood flow delivers extra oxygen and nutrients to brain cells. In the hours after eating a serving, people often perform better on tasks requiring attention, reaction time, and problem solving. In a study, adults who drank a high flavanol cocoa beverage showed a 10% gain in working memory test scores 3 hours later compared to a low flavanol drink. Over weeks and months, flavonoids may protect and even help grow brain cells. Laboratory studies show that epicatechin stimulates production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF is a protein that encourages neuron survival and the formation of new neural connections. Higher BDNF levels link to better memory and learning. In animal research, older rats given cocoa flavonoids performed like younger rats on maze tasks. While human trials are fewer, existing data hint that regular cocoa intake could help preserve memory as we age. Dark chocolate also provides small amounts of caffeine and theobromine. These mild stimulants enhance alertness without the jitters linked to coffee. Theobromine has a gentler effect and may improve mood alongside mental sharpness. In one experiment, participants who ate 40 grams of dark chocolate showed better performance on a vigilance task and reported feeling more energetic 2 hours later than those who ate white chocolate. Antioxidant activity further protects brain cells from damage by free radicals. Neurons use a lot of oxygen and so generate more free radicals than other cells. Over time, oxidative stress can weaken neurons and harm brain function. By neutralizing free radicals, flavonoids help maintain neuron health. A study of elderly adults found that those with higher blood levels of cocoa flavonoids had slower cognitive decline over 2 years. Creating brain-healthy habits amplifies dark chocolate's effects. Pair it with other foods that favor cognition. Berries, rich in anthocyanins, support memory. Walnuts offer omega-3 fats crucial for nerve cell membranes. Fatty fish supply EPA and DHA, nutrients tied to lower dementia risk. A snack plate of berries, walnuts, and a square of dark chocolate gives you diverse brain nutrients in one go. Hydration and physical activity also play roles. Drinking enough water helps neurons fire efficiently. Exercise stimulates BDNF production and improves blood flow throughout the body, including the brain. When you combine daily movement with a balanced diet that includes dark chocolate, you set up multiple pathways for cognitive support. Moderation matters here as well. Aim for 20-30 grams of dark chocolate per day. Overeating can tip your calorie balance and negate cognitive gains by raising inflammation. If you need a mental boost before studying or a meeting, choose your dark chocolate snack wisely. Pair it with plain Greek yogurt or an apple for added protein and fiber. So enjoy dark chocolate mindfully, eat it slowly, notice the texture and flavor variations, and take breaks between bites. That mindful eating practice not only enhances pleasure, but also engages brain regions tied to attention and self-regulation. Over time, this may strengthen neural pathways related to focus. In short, dark chocolate supports brain health through circulation, neuroprotection, mild stimulation, and mindful enjoyment. Number 4, dark chocolate can help regulate blood sugar. Although it contains sugar, dark chocolate's high cocoa and fiber content slow the rise of blood sugar after eating. This slower absorption reduces sharp blood sugar spikes and crashes, which often leave you tired or craving more sweets. By smoothing out blood sugar curves, dark chocolate can help maintain more stable energy levels throughout the day. Several studies show that flavonoids in cocoa improve insulin sensitivity. Insulin is the hormone that carries sugar from the blood into cells for energy. When cells become resistant to insulin, blood sugar remains elevated, increasing diabetes risk. In one trial, healthy adults who ate 40 grams of dark chocolate daily for 2 weeks saw a 10% improvement in insulin sensitivity compared to a white chocolate control. While more research is needed in people with prediabetes or diabetes, these results suggest cocoa flavonoids support healthy insulin response. Dark chocolate also provides magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including those that regulate blood sugar. Many people fall short of the recommended magnesium intake, and low levels link to higher diabetes risk. A 30-gram serving of dark chocolate can supply around 50 milligrams of magnesium, about 15% of daily needs. Getting magnesium from foods like dark chocolate, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens can help support normal glucose control. Fiber adds another benefit. Each 30-gram piece of dark chocolate contains around 3 grams of fiber. Fiber slows digestion and prolongs feelings of fullness. When you feel satisfied longer, you are less likely to reach for high-sugar snacks between meals. Over weeks and months, that can aid in weight management. Keeping weight in a healthy range further lowers the chance of insulin resistance developing. For those monitoring carbohydrates, fit a serving of dark chocolate into your daily allowance. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, work with a dietitian to adjust your meal plan. They can help you balance your total carbohydrate load, ensuring dark chocolate does not push you over your target. Combining dark chocolate with protein or healthy fats, such as almond butter, can also blunt small blood sugar rises. Choose bars with at least 70% cocoa and minimal added sugars. Read nutrition labels carefully. Bars marketed as reduced sugar may use sugar alcohols or artificial sweeteners, which have their own effects on digestion and blood sugar. Opt for products listing plain sugar or cane sugar as the sweetener, rather than sugar alcohols or sugar substitutes, if you tolerate regular sugar well. Timing matters too. Having dark chocolate soon after a meal rather than on an empty stomach can help, because the other food slows sugar absorption further. For example, enjoy a small piece with your post-lunch coffee or tea, or stir it into a bowl of whole grain cereal topped with milk. These pairings leverage fiber and protein to moderate glucose response. Number 5, dark chocolate enhances mood and well-being. Eating dark chocolate can boost your mood through multiple pathways. First, it stimulates the release of endorphins. Endorphins are brain chemicals that trigger feelings of pleasure and well-being. Even a small piece of dark chocolate can prompt a mild endorphin release, similar to the lift you feel after light exercise or social laughter. That tiny lift can brighten your day, especially during a mid-afternoon slump. Dark chocolate also contains the amino acid tryptophan. The brain uses tryptophan to make serotonin, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, appetite, and sleep. Low serotonin levels link to feelings of sadness or anxiety. By providing a dietary source of tryptophan, dark chocolate supports serotonin synthesis. Over time, consistent intake of small dark chocolate servings may help maintain more stable serotonin levels. The mild stimulants found in dark chocolate, caffeine and theobromine, add to the mood boost. They increase alertness and can reduce feelings of fatigue. Because they appear in smaller amounts than in coffee or tea, they deliver a gentler lift. That makes dark chocolate a good option when you need more focus without the jitters or a late-day caffeine crash that might affect your sleep. Dark chocolate's sensory experience plays a role as well. Its rich aroma, complex flavors, and velvety texture engage multiple senses. Taking a moment to focus on those sensations encourages you to pause and enjoy the present. This practice of mindful eating can reduce stress and increase positive emotions. In one small study, people who ate chocolate mindfully reported less stress and higher satisfaction compared to those who ate quickly or while distracted. Sharing dark chocolate can also foster social connection. Offering a piece to a friend or coworker builds goodwill and opens the door to brief, pleasant interactions. Even a short exchange, "Would you like a square of this dark chocolate?" can create a moment of shared enjoyment. Social support is a key factor in mental health, and little gestures like sharing snacks help strengthen relationships. Finally, the ritual of a daily chocolate break can serve as a form of self-care. Knowing you will have a small treat at a certain time each day provides something to look forward to. That simple anticipation can improve mood before you even take the first bite. Over weeks, these small moments of pleasure can add up, helping you cope better with stress and stay motivated. To make the most of dark chocolate's mood benefits, keep portion size small, 20-30 grams per day. Savor each bite slowly, noticing the flavors and textures. Combine dark chocolate with a cup of herbal tea or coffee and consider stepping outside or moving for a few minutes while you enjoy it. These small behaviors pair the chocolate's biochemical effects with sensory and social boosts. So the next time you reach for a piece of dark chocolate, you'll know it's doing more than just satisfying your sweet tooth. Just remember, moderation is key. Have you noticed any health changes after adding dark chocolate to your diet? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple tips that can make a real difference. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.